Okay, so imagine this, right? You're completely locked into a football match. Your team striker, he's making that run. Looks like he's going to shoot any second. And your finger is right there, hovering over the betting app. You're about to hit that next goal scorer bet, and bam, goal, just like that. Odds freeze up. Opportunity, gone. Poof. That horrible sinking feeling. I mean, millions of us bettors, we know it, right? It's that lag, the delay that's just built into live betting. But what if that lag could just disappear? That's where this new tech comes in. Welcome, everyone, to the world of 5G real-time betting.
Yeah, and 5G, I mean, look, it's way more than just getting faster downloads on your phone. You know, for sports betting, it's potentially revolutionary. We're talking speeds like 10, even 100 times faster than 4G, and crucially, almost zero latency. So basically, data zips back and forth almost instantly. Game, sportsbook, your phone, bang, bang, bang.
Okay, instantaneous. And that speed you're saying, it changes, well, pretty much everything. So that's our mission today in this deep dive, right? To really get into how 5G shifts things for us, the bettors, for the sports books too, and I guess the whole live sports scene, and maybe uncover some stuff that's, well, maybe not so obvious at first glance. All right, let's dive straight in for the better then. That lag we mentioned, that 5-10 second delay. Is 5G really getting rid of it completely? What does almost real time actually feel like?
It feels fundamentally different. Look, before 5G, there was always a delay. Always. You'd see the play, then maybe 5-10 seconds later, sometimes even longer on an app, it hits your screen. And that gap, well, that was the sportsbook's edge, wasn't it? Gave them time to suspend the odds, manage their risk. But now, with 5G, you're not trailing behind the action anymore.
Right.
You are so much closer to the live event. We're talking milliseconds. Milliseconds.
Wow.
Yeah, that reaction gap, it's practically gone.
So, okay, let me get this straight. It's not just my bet placing faster. It's the information I'm betting on. Yeah. That's hitting my screen almost the exact moment it happens on the field.
Precisely. And that precision, that real-time data flow, well, that's what's fascinating here because it opens the door wide open for what we call hyper-fast microbetting.
Hyper-fast microbetting. Okay.
Yeah. So instead of just betting on, who wins the match or the final score, you're betting on these tiny little events, super specific things happening literally within seconds. Think like baseball, will the next pitch be a strike? Or football, will this corner kick result in a goal like right now? Basketball, will this specific possession end in a turnover? These are all micro bets, and 5G makes them feasible on a huge scale, second by second.
Right, so I could be watching a penalty kick, see the run-up, and bet on which way the keeper dives before he even moves. That's, wow. That speed is just, it's incredible. The possibilities feel almost endless. Maybe a little bit scary too, but hold on. If we, the bettors, are getting information that fast, doesn't that just totally wreck the sportsbook's whole model? Their old advantage is gone. How do they even, keep up with that? Because, here's where it gets really interesting for the sports books. Like you said, it's a double-edged sword for them, right? On one side, awesome. Engagement goes through the roof. Fast betting means more bets more often. They can push out live odds instantly, personalize offers, track what we're doing in real time. But the flip side, now they're the ones playing catch-up. We're getting the game data almost as fast as they are. So they've got to react quicker, manage risk faster. It forces their hand, doesn't it?
Absolutely. They have to adapt, and quickly. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this means sports books are turning to solutions like edge computing.
Edge computing, okay, what's that exactly?
So it's not just about your connection being fast, it's about where the processing happens. Instead of all the data going back to some big central server farm miles away, edge computing processes the data much closer to you, the user, geographically closer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it helps keep their systems super fast, helps manage the latency, keeps things fair, or at least aims to. It's about maintaining integrity when everything's moving at light speed.
Makes sense for speed.
Yeah.
But moving processing closer, does that create like new headaches for them? Security maybe? Or managing all that distributed data?
Oh, for sure. It adds layers of complexity, infrastructure, security. It's a big investment, requires serious tech know-how. It's not a magic bullet, but it's kind of a necessary step to stay in the game now.
Right. But let's pause on fast, because faster isn't always better, is it? Especially, with gambling. What's the downside here? What are the critics worried about with all this speed?
Yeah, that's the not so good news part, you could say. There's real concern that this super fast betting could fuel more impulsive decisions, particularly maybe for younger gamblers or people who already struggle with managing their betting. I mean, just think about the volume increase. If you can suddenly place, say, 20 bets in just 10 minutes, whereas before maybe you could only manage 2 or 3.
Wow, yeah.
That raises some pretty serious questions around responsible gambling, doesn't it?
Definitely. Are regulators doing anything?
They're starting to look at it. We're hearing talk about potential limits on how many bets you can place in a short time, maybe mandatory cool-down periods for these really fast, real-time markets. It's about finding that balance, innovation versus protection.
A tricky balance, for sure.
And there's another angle here, another consequence. This raises an important question about who actually controls all this real-time data. It's sparking what some people are calling a data war.
A data war?
Yeah, think about it. Whoever has the fastest, most accurate feed of what's happening in the game, whether that's the league itself, the TV broadcaster, maybe a big data company, they essentially hold the keys to the kingdom. They control the market in a way.
Because their data dictates the odds.
Exactly. And that's why you're seeing these massive, billion-dollar deals being signed just for exclusive rights to live sports data. It's a mad dash to control the information that powers this whole hyper-fast betting world.
Okay, so pulling this all together, 5G isn't just like a small step up. It's a huge leap, a seismic shift, really, in how we watch sports, how we interact, and definitely how we bet. For us, the bettors, yeah, it means more speed, more types of bets, maybe more chances to find an edge if you're quick.
But it absolutely comes back to that idea. With greater power comes greater responsibility, right? That line between just enjoying the thrill and maybe getting pulled into something more obsessive, it gets a lot thinner when things happen in milliseconds. You need to be more aware.
Definitely. So, look, our advice here is pretty simple, really. Enjoy the new tech, explore the possibilities. It's exciting stuff, but always stay aware, stay in control. Because in this new world of real-time betting, speed is everything until it isn't. Makes you think, doesn't it?